All right, guys, I'm back. It's May 28th, and I got my favorite home run plays on the way. But before we do, let's recap yesterday. And we got two players to hit, okay? Not too bad. You can see on the very top there, Ketel Marte has a green line through his name. He was refunded because he didn't play. So we were left with the remaining players, and you can see Corbin Carroll, plus 340 odds, hits a home run on his first at-bat. And then the same thing with Fernando Tatis Jr. for San Diego Padres, plus 350 odds. His first at-bat hits a home run. I was watching both of those live. It was absolutely amazing. We did not get any others to hit, okay? But so because the odds were so low for the two that we hit at 340 and 350, we basically had a break-even day. But I'll take that over a losing day any day. Technically, we were down negative 0.1. So I mean, that's break even. So we're still up plus 0.95 of a unit on the season. I joked yesterday about, I saw Jackson Holiday at plus 1,200. I said, maybe I shouldn't play him. If I would have just not played one of these that did not hit, we would have had a positive day, like a positive 1 unit gain. It was just a function of, like I said, the batters that hit were too low in terms of their odds, or it should just played maybe one less player. But it's just hindsight's 2020. But I'll chalk this up as a successful day. It wasn't a losing day, so I felt really good yesterday about it. And as I saw those two hit, I was like, man, get one more, we can have a really nice day. Like, I really loved Gavin Sheets at plus 800. If you'd have hit him, geez, we'd be up like 9 units today. We just were one player away from having a super nice day. All right, let's get to the plays for today. I don't have as many, okay, but you might remember or you might notice some familiar names. You can see the first one, Fernando Tatis Jr. He hit a home run for us yesterday. His matchup is so good; it might even be better today. So I have to play him again. I love it. Gavin Sheets. Love him. We had him yesterday. He did not come through. Can you do it today? It'd be nice. Teoscar Hernandez at plus 360 at FanDuel. We had him yesterday. He did not come through for us. Okay, everybody else is new on the sheet other than Goldschmidt on the bottom. We're going to play him again, too. I love his matchup. But Marcell Ozuna at the Atlanta Braves, plus 500 at DraftKings. I love that opportunity. Wyatt Langford of the Texas Rangers, plus 400 at ESPN. Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians, plus 425 at ESPN. Rowdy Tellez of the Seattle Mariners, plus 540 at DraftKings. And then, like I said, Paul Goldschmidt, we had him yesterday. I really love his matchup today, plus 520 at FanDuel. So there you go. I feel really good about these players. When I'm finding these players, I like to look at some extra things that aren't even part of the model that's producing these players. And probably going to look at it, I'm going to look at it and I'll be able to kind of fine tune and maybe like rate which ones I like better based on some of the other things I'm looking at. But I really love a lot of these when you add that extra measure, that that thing that just really makes me go, wow, man, this one's a really good matchup. I'm really loving this specific matchup when you look at, the various things I look at. So let's get to the weather here. You can see I got two graphics. Here's the first one. This one looks a lot nicer, okay, compared to the one we're going to see after. Only one game, pretty nasty. Kauffman Stadium, Cincinnati at Kansas City, minus 28. It's in that pink hue too, so there is a potential for rain, or who knows, it could even be postponed. Just signifying that there's a potential for a weather event. I don't know how severe it is, but like I said, there's always a potential from at least a little bit of rain that might pause the game all the way to a possible postponement. So we didn't have nobody in that game. I had nobody I even liked in that game, so it wasn't like I had to eliminate a matchup I liked. We have Chase Field there at -2. It's in a dome. That's a good condition. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa Bay, plus 26. I just couldn't find anybody I absolutely loved. based on the matchup and everything I'm looking for. I mean, that's a great one if you want to target that game. New York Yankees, LA Angels, +7. I'm loving that because we have Goldschmidt, Globe Life Field, Toronto, Texas, +6 in a dome. We got Langford in that one. T-Mobile Park at Seattle, +4 for Telus. We have him in that game. American Family Field at +6. I mean, these are good opportunities here, just in the general sense from a weather perspective. We don't have anybody in that game in Milwaukee. Petco Park, a -4. It's fine. Sheets and Tatis in that one. And then, look at this. Holy moly, man. This is where it gets ugly. So you can see on this screen, there's 2, 4, 5 of the 7 on this screen that are in that pink hue, which means there's potential for a little bit of rain all the way to who knows how much, and maybe postponement, maybe just, weather delay. So consider that. San Francisco and Detroit, a -23 in that kind of situation where there might be a disruption, we'll put. Never had anybody in that game, so no one was disqualified because of the weather. The Athletics in Houston in a dome at -1. Then you got LA and Cleveland. We do have a player. We have Jose Ramirez in this game, so not concerned from a home run perspective. Only a -9, but it isn't pink, so there's a potential for weather disruption. Hopefully not. Then Oracle Park, we have nobody. A -17, and with the potential for weather issues. Citizens Bank Park, Atlanta, Philadelphia. Again, we have. It's only a -10 from a home run perspective, but potential for precipitation at the very least. Hopefully nothing too big, because we do have Ozuna in that game. Then Citi Field's ugly. We don't have anybody in that one. And Wrigley Field has been, you get the gold star for ugly. They have more ugly games than all season long than anybody else, a -33, except at least it doesn't look like there's going to be any rain in that one. Just going to be nasty from a home run perspective based on, I can see on the screen right there, cold, wind in the wrong direction. So there you go. -33 in that game. That's about it. Like I said, I love what I'm seeing in the plays that we have for today. But everything's so wonderful. You got to go out and hit a home run. You got to go get the job done. So I think we're going to catch fire soon, man. We're getting to the point where, I don't know. We're not getting to the point. I can't say that we have great weather, but we're getting to the point where hopefully you can see on the screen right there, all those blue suns, if you will, or those circles next to the H's. That means it's cold, and it's still cold still. Like I want it to be hot. When it's hot, you get the home runs come a lot easier. And one good thing yesterday was that there was a lot of home runs. That's a good sign, because the previous 3 days there was, I don't want to say record low, but it was below average. We got to start getting this weather being really good so we can start, having the home runs, the quantity of home runs being hit. Obviously, you want a lot, right? Because, that's obvious. We don't need to get into it. So that's about it. Just want to say I absolutely love every single one of you guys. And let's have a profitable day. I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.